Welcome to your reinstated transfer bonanza.
Where we get the sailor-based thing that we were doing of news, we get rid of the sort of sailing stuff, we keep the newspapers and keep in the hat on, and we sort of just do it. It's just transfers again.
Transfer bonanza, because it was better than News Cruise. News Cruise is now transfer bonanza. Get over it. Right, let's start off with, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm playing with my figure that I got in my free In the Night Garden magazine. You've got to go down this. It's like you've got to row down the stream to find Macapaka's magic sponge.
It's getting to a point now. It doesn't even surprise me that this is what you're doing. Ian's job was to pick up the newspapers. Right, let's do it after.
No, okay,
Stroke whatever you want after. Right, let's start with David De Gea news. Two stories. One, the Mirror claim we are going to double his wages to a whopping £120,000 a week.
Good, deserved.
Good money if you can get it. Great goalkeeper. However, the people at Marca have noticed that his contract runs out in 2016. Nothing new is on the table yet. Iker Casillas' contract runs out at Real Madrid in 2017.
What are you saying, Sam?
He's the future of Spanish goalkeeping.
Yes.
Real Madrid want to have their national team's number one.
Your hands off him.
George Mendes is his agent. Marca are saying De Gea is willing for a bit of Real Madrid action.
Whoa. Two things, Sam.
Go on.
I thought George Mendes was Manchester United's best friend.
He's anybody's best friend. I think that's the ultimate role.
Also, I thought David De Gea loved it in Manchester.
I think he does. I don't think he's unhappy. I think he'll definitely sign a new contract. Whether or not Marca have accurate information and he stays to the end of that contract and beyond, we don't know. We assume, though, that he's perfectly happy. He never said otherwise. He seems happy.
Also, I've got some more questions. I'm not letting this one lie, mate.
Right.
I want David De Gea at Manchester United for the rest of his life. I want him to play until he's 50 years old, even if his form dips. Haven't Madrid just signed Navas, who was excellent, as they say in Costa Rica, Costa Rica in the World Cup?
Yes, good.
He's only 27 years young.
Yeah, that's true. So there's no suggestion that, it's just Marca, I guess. They love making stuff up.
I also saw something in the newspaper said Madrid are after Czech as well.
No, there you are then.
They're just saying anyone.
I don't know what they're doing.
Trying to sign Neville Southall.
Should we move on to other contract news? Tyler Blackett is apparently in line for a 2,400% wage increase, which is pretty tidy.
He's going to be paid, apparently, £50,000, which is good. That's the currency for the country. That's ideal for him. £50,000.
Yeah.
But he's contracted till 2017.
That's from the Daily Mail.
The Daily Mail.
Occasionally, people call the Daily Mail the Daily Fail.
Who does that?
Because they get stuff wrong a lot, and people are like, oh, Daily Fail, classic.
Should we trust them then?
No. According to the Daily Mail, £50,000. He's going to get a new contract because he's been playing first-team football. Where £50,000 has come from, though, 50,000. They just plucked out the air.
I suppose it's bad if he's playing with Falcao, and Falcao's like, I just bought a new car with my week's wages, and he's like, I just got a Nando's, mate.
Wait, right. Let's move on to the world of defenders we've been linked to in the week we call the last week.
Defender, the fifth of defenders we've been linked to. Ronathan Vlaar.
Yeah, that's in the Express. They say that Ron Vlaar is telling Villa, I'm off unless you double my wages. Sort of sensible on his part because he's been linked to United so often. He might as well make some cash out of it.
Would we sign him though?
I can't imagine why we would. And if we did want to sign him, we'd have signed him in, the transfer window just gone when everyone kept saying they're going to sign him. And now people are still saying they're going to sign him, even though if we wanted to sign him, he wouldn't have been a difficult buy. So I can't see a lot in it.
Now, I'm not very happy with this. Someone's written down here, Mauricio.
Yep.
I don't know who that is.
He plays for the football club Sporting Portugal, sometimes known as Sporting Lisbon.
I've never even heard of Sporting Portugal.
Same club as Marcos Rojo, Nani, and famously Cristiano Ronaldo joined United from.
Oh, he's the next Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's sign him.
Well, he's a defender. He's 26, and what he said, I think, to a Brazilian magazine, is he said this: United made contact in the summer. He's not said anything other than that. So, maybe he's just giving himself a pat on the back. Maybe someone said, "Oh, mate, have you got?"
Sexual health checkup.
Could have been. He was Rojo's central defensive partner. So I might have just said, "Oh, have you got his number?" It could have been anything.
Yeah. Varane.
Yeah.
Varane. I'm going to say his name 20 times.
Go on, Raphael Varane.
No, apparently we could have signed Varane, but we signed Phil Jones, and Varane was like, I cannot play next to that freakishly faced moron. Just got
pretty hard.
No, he said I'm just going to be on the bench to sign a young defender.
Yeah.
We could have had.
We could have had Varane. Yeah, Mourinho's joined this as well because obviously Mourinho bought him to Madrid, and he said when he went to sign him, Varane had 1 foot inside Old Trafford. He was on his way there, which in the future is a good thing. It means Varane was happy to come and play for a club.
Also, can I just say that's very concerning about the security at Old Trafford.
He didn't even play for us, got leg in, yeah. So it looked like we could have had Varane, but we signed Phil Jones, and Brown was like, well, I'm not really sure about this. I've already signed one young defender. My playing time's going to be limited, and Real Madrid went, hey, we'll buy you, we'll play you straight away, and that's what they did. Let's move on to a new feature.
This is a new feature I like to call people using Manchester United FC to get a new contract, or Puffum for short.
That sounded very offensive.
Who features in this week's Puffum?
This week, and I think it's wonderful that he's the first person, is the endlessly linked to Manchester United, big Wesley Sneijder. He's basically after a new contract. Drogba's left Galatasaray, so he's their big star, and he's sort of going like, well, it's flattering. I always get this interest from Manchester United. Boardroom, I'm always getting this interest. Probably want to tie me down with some big wages.
I've still got some space on this finger for a big gold ring.
Yep, loves rings, does he?
I don't know. I imagine so.
Right, Juve. There's a new thing in the press. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it, mate. It's called let's just link everyone to Juve that we possibly can instead of news.
That's it. Yeah,
Sick
they're
of
all
it,
mate. Also, if you care, that Wesley Sneijder story is courtesy from The Sun, just to give you a bit of information.
Sun.
Yeah, so linking players to Juve, we have the Daily Star. There it is. Do you want to hold it up?
Daily Star.
They say that Mata is off to Juve.
Do that.
There they
More
are.
cheery, isn't it?
The Daily Star, yeah, saying Mata's off to Juve. And the Express, I don't know where that is. There it is. The Daily Express, they reckon Hernandez,
22.
who's been on loan for a month or two, is at Real Madrid, is off to Juventus as well. Basically, it's like an inside joke. If you work for the print media, link someone to Juventus. That's what you do. Right, let's move on.
Can I just say that this girl Jane on page 3, apparently she's got a fine brain, has been earning a good living as an accountant.
Well, that is...
And a bit of extra money coming in from that, I imagine, as well.
Encouraging.
Well done, Jane.
Nice. Ian, Bebe news.
Bebe news. Well, we have heard from Jesus. Apparently, I saw that Jesus has. I think the main one. Jesus has said that Manchester United flop Bebe will return to the Premier League and be a star, even though he's only played 14 minutes of material. That's me talking about a stand-up all the time. He's only done he's done a 14-minute set. He's underrun. That apparently is a late bloomer. George Jesus, a relation, I think, to Jesus Christ. He's a late bloomer, so I reckon he's going to be wicked at 35.
Yeah.
So hopefully there is a buyback clause in that £3 million 4-year deal that we got. Fingers crossed.
That would be exciting. Right, let's talk about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh.
Another player.
I love him, but I'm sick of this, mate.
Okay, right, here's what's going on. Breaking news.
What are we saying?
AS.com.
AS.com. The biggest news.
This is what they say. Cristiano Ronaldo has a £1 billion buyback clause.
Yes.
So, it's simple now.
Peanuts.
There's been all this talk about will they, won't they, what will it cost, what will we do? And now we have all the information. It's a simple £1 billion buyout clause. The Glazers, we know you watch. We've seen you're subscribed. Get your checkbooks out. £1 billion. Pretty straightforward. That's 9 zeros. Get him signed.
Take a leaf out of Jane's book in the Daily Star and get your checkbooks out.
Right. Finally, caught offside. We're going to end with another exclusive. You may remember last week we had a caught offside exclusive that was we were going to sign 2 players from
Fabian Delph and Ronathan Vlaar.
That's right, and it was going to cost us a lot of money. This week, caught offside exclusive. We're going to sign 2 players from Everton. This time, Seamus Coleman. And Ross Barkley for a combined £60 million.
I think they're just going through every single team.
Like, just 2 players.
They're in for Stoke pair Steve Sidwell and Peter Crouch for £40 billion.
That is your transfer bonanza, isn't it?
Yep.
Anything?
She loved it, or he.
Subscribe, comment, share. Do it.